Making a trip to Yosemite in our Tesla Model 3, and we're currently at around 88% battery, a 7-hour drive. So we're gonna see if it's possible to go. Of course it's possible to go, and how many stops we have to take, and how long it takes. Some people are always skeptical that you can take long trips in Teslas and stuff. We're just gonna document our experience going from San Diego to Yosemite in our 2025 Tesla Model 3. So I love this Tesla for longer trips, mainly because we're completely hands-free. You don't have to touch the steering wheel. You can sit back, you can relax, and we got Patricia over there working on the computer. But it's a lot easier on your back and on your body in general because you're just sitting back instead of being cramped up here. And you can just enjoy the ride almost as if you were a passenger, and it makes these longer trips much more comfortable. So the first stop is about just under 3 hours away. It looks like we have just 2 charging stops until we get to Yosemite. So it's a 7-hour drive, and then we have 2 charging stops probably. All right, so we're pulling into our first charging stop of the trip, and you can see here we're at about 21% battery. This is about 3 hours into our trip to Yosemite, and there's got a pretty big charging station here, as you can see. So all you gotta do, these are the new chargers. You can see a lot of these are like been upgraded. Tap it, and then plug it in, boom. So it tells you that we only need to charge 4 minutes to continue trip. So you can see here, this is how fast it's charging, which is super fast. Also got some bathrooms over there. It's a nice little convenience. Actually one of the nicer porta potties I've seen. I'm impressed. All right, been about 10-15 minutes. So we have enough charging to continue the trip. Screen right there that'll tell you how long you spent and how much the charge cost. And oh, right there, it tells you $12.74. Now we're up to 58%. We'll arrive in Yosemite in about 3 hours and 30 minutes from now. So we could probably even make it all the way to Yosemite if we wanted to, but we're gonna stop one more time in about an hour and a half. And let's watch our Tesla enter the freeway, hands-free. Let's watch the Tesla merge onto the traffic, hands-free, not too bad. Our second charging stop of the trip, about an hour and a half after our first one. And one thing I'm noticing actually is I'm seeing a lot more of non-Teslas at these charging stations. This one here, we got a Rivian. The last one they had a Ford stuff. So it says we only have to stay here for 6 minutes. We're still at 26% battery. And we could probably make it all the way, but we want to arrive with 10% battery. So it says we only need to stay here for about 6 minutes, but we're gonna go stretch our legs a little bit, grab something to eat. And this particular spot right here, I think it's called Tulare. They have a little petting zoo. Not that we're planning on petting these animals, but look at these guys here. Let's see. I guess that's what they call a petting zoo. These guys look kind of tired and worn out. But they have a little antique shop here, and they have a little convenience store there with, I've been here before. They have like fudge, they have barbecue and stuff like that. So do a little charge and keep going. So this is like Bravo Farms. They have a petting zoo and all kinds of other cool stuff here. What is this? It's about 1 hour outside of the entrance of Yosemite, but it's about almost 2 hours away from where we're eventually gonna go. And we're going to a housekeeping camp, which is about an hour inside of the actual Yosemite itself. But this is a nice little spot to stop because it's actually pretty close to Yosemite, so you can get a nice little charge and have plenty of power for when you actually are inside.
Want one? Yeah, one chocolate though. Chocolate.
I've actually never been back here. It looks like there's a lot more little animals. We got a little chicken over there. A little chicken. Over there. And got these little donkeys. Kind of a cool little place to stop. Maybe if you got family too, stop along the way. Nice little break. They have this little gold mining thing. So tree house, a slide. It looks cool. I don't think it's working. I don't think it's on. That's pretty fun anyway. Yeah. Also keep track of your charging out in here. You can keep track of your charging from your app, right? So it's 50, 40, 50, 58%. It shows how fast it's charging, shows how much you've spent so far. It says it's been $11 so far. Yeah, so you can keep track of it on your app.
Nana, you want more? Yeah, have the baby one over there. Será que tá grávido?
No.
É de comida.
You stuck?
No, he's not stuck. He's waiting for my food. Hi.
All right, see where our charge is at. So we're in there for about 30 minutes or so, and I probably let it charge longer than it needed to, because now we're at 91% battery. I know, at least we're good for now. So it's about, how much more? We got about, let's see, going to the housekeeping camp, about 2 hours. And it's cool because there's like a bunch of different things like therapist, language tutor, kids story time, so you can choose the kind of personality that you want it to have. And just a couple hours later, we're at the entrance. It costs $35 to get a permit. It smells like wilderness out here. We just entered the park, letting Tesla drive for me. And this is the part where you gotta start, the part where you gotta keep an eye out for bears, because apparently there's a lot. I saw a post say that this year there's been 18 bears killed by cars so far, and we're seeing all kinds of signs all over the road saying speeding kills bears. So golf course right there. I don't remember seeing that golf course before. Almost an hour to get to the park that we're actually going to stay at. We're staying at, this is the Yosemite History Center, but we're staying at the housekeeping cabins. And one cool thing about the Tesla and doing trips like this is you can just let the steering wheel drive for you, right? And you can just sit back and enjoy the ride, and you can look around and enjoy the scenery without having to be focused too much on the road. The Autopilot, it definitely makes mistakes, but on a simple road like this where it's just stay between the lines, not a whole lot of decisions to make, it's pretty good. You pretty much trust it almost 100%. So you can stay pretty relaxed as you're just kind of chilling here and getting the views. There's some nice scenery. It's a pretty twisty, windy road. Got about 30 minutes till we get to the housekeeping camp. It's probably another 15 minutes till we get to Yosemite Valley. And there we go. Oh wow.
Oh no, waterfall.
The waterfall is completely dry. Wow. That is wild to see that the waterfalls are all dried up for the season. I think that's the Three Sisters. No, you can see it right there. It was all black and there's a little bit of... I'm glad we came in May also.
I like to see that.
That's one of the best parts. It's crazy to come here. Right there, you see?
That's true.
And
They have
a little bit of water. So this is the valley floor. I think this is called Valley Loop, where it takes you all around. Look at that right there. That is El Capitan. And this is the Valley Loop, which takes you all the way through the valley. And there's the river. It's very shallow this time of year, almost dried out for the year. What's up, guys?
I'm making my own tent.
What are you making your own tent? Where? What is this?
Firewood. And I'm gonna make my tent. Look at my play table.
That's your play table?
There's a dinosaur that's
Why is it dead?
because it's bones.
Oh. Why are you wearing a helmet?
Because it's my hiking helmet.
This is your hiking helmet? Just in case?
He found a helmet.
Oh. So, I got a pretty nice spot. Well, a nice parking spot. This is our housekeeping cabin right here. I'll give you guys a little tour. There's Patricia. And this is pretty much it. A little fenced off with a canopy top. And inside, we have a little bunk bed right there. Got a little mirror and a light. The light's not working, but I just told maintenance about it. Hopefully they'll figure it out. Then we have our bed, which is being made right now. And a little curtain to give you a little bit of privacy. Not exactly glamorous, but It's a step above camping. It's better than camping in the forest. And then we have our little table here with another little outlet and a light. This one works. That's a little tree right here. This is the food storage. There's a lot of bears around right now, especially this time of summer. And each little unit has 2 people in it. 2 little units, you see. So we're 107 and they are 108. They're pretty packed in here. You can see there's no one right there. My mom and my sister and her kids stay in the bathroom right there, and a fire pit right there. And there's also going to be water in front of the other bathroom for you to wash dishes and also to drink. That's over there. So now we're just getting unpacked, bringing all our stuff in, and then relax for the evening. Is it cold? It's not very cold. It is morning 1. I just woke up and we slept till about 9 a.m., which is awesome. I never sleep that late. And right now we're going to go get breakfast at the, what place is that we're gonna get breakfast at?
I don't know.
I forget the name of it, but I'll tell you in a moment. But the thing about it is people always think they have to prepare, or they have to bring a bunch of stuff to cook and a bunch of food. And honestly, we just go to get food at this little buffet place. They have coffee and eggs and a nice breakfast. So that's where we're going now. And of course, we're in the Tesla. It's about a, 5-minute drive over there. So nice little drive in the morning. So we just arrived at Curry Village where we're going to get breakfast. And that brings me to one of the biggest benefits of bringing an electric vehicle to the park. And that is free charging station. At Yosemite, at least for now, they have 100% free charging. So whenever you're in the park, you just come and you plug your car in and you can charge it up for free. So whenever we come to eat at Curry Village or do anything at Curry Village, there's a couple other places too. We just plug our cars in. Now the one thing you need to know is you need to have this adapter, right? This is the adapter that it comes with the Tesla. So it's a little bit different, but you just plug in the adapter and then plug in this thing here and good to go. You don't have to put your credit card in or charge it or anything. You just double check and there it goes. You see right there? It says free. It's free. So I think there was a fire last night here because it's all kind of smoky and you can see the sun behind the trees there, but it looks really red, masked by some smog. But we're gonna do some breakfast at Curry Village.